there, boys and girls, and welcome back to DML. So today we are hatching another new dragon. So this is the Violin Dragon, which was one of the reward dragons from the Winter Hymn event. And indeed, I am not going to be able to finish the Winter Hymn event. I have genuinely not even been trying, but look at this weirdo. I don't know what it is about this dragon, but he just sort of creeps me out. So don't fiddle around with this plucky dragon, because it bows to no one. With its lovely singing voice, the Violin Dragon just can't help but string music-loving trainers along. So obviously, we're in love with the puns here this morning. I don't know what the obsession is with some of these dragon descriptions, but the Violin Dragon is an energy, wind, and metal dragon. So, you know, if he's like your only epic dragon, he's actually not too bad. I guess you could have a worse one. And plus, wind can be pretty good early on, but either way, that is our new dragon. It's the first new dragon we've hatched in a little while now. I mean, to be honest, I just have not been playing anything for about a week and a half. So, you know, it's weird getting back into it again, and I don't know what it is. Why are you so weird, Danny? Darnie? I don't know, I guess Darnie sounds better here. Sounds more like a girl's name, so there we go. We've worked out that you are a female violin. Seems very, very upsetty spaghetti. So let's level you up to your adult form and take a look at this bad boy. So there we go. I mean, I like the fact that the loop-de-loops in the head have gotten a lot bigger, but I don't know, I'm still iffy on this dragon overall. I mean, it's certainly intriguing, and I do like intriguing dragons to say the least. I know, just chalk it down to me being a little bit sick as to why I'm not the most excited I've ever been in my life. But hey, new dragon, I am happy. Still upset that we don't get to get the snowflake dragon, but we do have another dragon that we need to hatch, which is Mr. Snow Globy over here. So it'll be like just over a day, and then he will finish hatching as well. We do have these two trying to go for the posh dragon. So we've got a lot of stuff that we are trying to do in DML, and of course we've already got that legendary, so we still have to wait for that guy to finish hatching. But you know, bring me more new dragons. And back on our main account, we can also start trying to breed for the posh dragon on here as well, because I really do want to breed a bunch of duplicate dark ice dragons if I can. But I do also want to get hold of the posh dragon if we can, so we are looking for that 1 day breeding time. And I guess while we're here, we might as well hatch the present dragon, right? How long has this guy been sitting in this hatchery for? Far too long. He's just been sort of sitting there. It's like, am I supposed to do anything? So am I just perpetually stuck in this hatchery, Quacks? I'm sorry, PT. I'm sorry. We've been doing a lot of things. I don't think we really have any new dragons to hatch on our main account here. I think we just have a bunch of duplicate dragons, and all of the new ones are on our secondary account. So it feels pretty bad because we're not getting the total added on to our total dragon amounts, even though obviously technically we do have them. And you know, a bunch of people were asking me, can you tell me how to get the Echo Dragon, Quacks? Well, basically, you just take part in the Crowded Nursery event, my friends. So, you know, hatch as many dragons as you can. The rarer dragons give you a higher score. So if you do have any legendary dragons to hatch, or mainly epic dragons, then you will pretty much unlock the Echo Dragon for free. So this is why sometimes it is a really good idea to hoard as many dragons in your inventory as possible, because, for instance, we could hatch a kangaroo, and a paladin, and a piggy bank, and there you go. We got ourselves a free Echo Dragon. So, you know, it might be really tempting to hatch every single dragon that you have in your inventory, but sometimes the better play is just to save them. Just to save them, and see if there are any breeding events that you want to use them in instead. Plus, don't forget, we do have that new calendar event starting tomorrow, so that should be a pretty easy event to deal with, not having to stress out too much. You know, just log in every day, there you go, you get the dragon. So, oh god, it's good, because I didn't want to have to deal with a new, or another 10-day long event at the moment, personally. So we'll collect this, and then I think we'll go ahead and take on the dungeon, because the Holy Dragon is currently available in the dungeon as well. I mean, I think we had the Holly available, like, not too long ago, but he has already re-returned as the dungeon, I don't know, sacrifice, shall we say. So just like every other time with the dungeon, every time you beat the dungeon, you do have the chance of potentially getting this dragon in the end. Obviously, you do have to finish every single fight and actually finish off the dungeon to get the dragon, potentially. And I don't think the odds are incredibly high, because how many times have we missed out on dungeon dragons? Too many is the answer. But regardless, if you've got a couple of dragons that make this really easy, you know, the dungeon itself really is not too difficult at all. I know that now that we have 3 dragons at level 100, we are taking on level 97, level 4 enchantment dragons, but Andy obviously does not have a single problem with wiping out these waves, which is very nice. It's just, I don't know if Joko is going to be able to one-shot everything as consistently as this, so that's why we use Andy for 3 of these fights on his own, and then we'll use Joko and Saini for the other 3 fights, and that should be more than good enough for us to be able to clear these out. I mean, Saini's probably still not going to be doing too hot, but he is going to be better than these enemies anyway. But man, I really want to get back into streaming. I really want to get back into doing, you know, regular videos, but genuinely at the moment, I cannot. I really cannot. It's like, you know when you push yourself to go and do something and then in the middle of it you just feel like you're dying? That's sort of the sort of boat that I am in at the moment. It's like, I really just want to get back into the normal schedule and do some other stuff that I have planned, but man, it is just not happening. It's like I try and wake up and I just feel so ill and I end up sleeping until like 11:30. Not good times, not good times, but you know, I guess the self-induced accidental sickness is what I get. So, you know, in the meantime, I hope you did have a very enjoyable festive period. You know, I don't know what you did on New Year's. I did basically nothing. And that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes doing nothing is the best play. Because I would much rather do close to nothing rather than, I don't know, go out and have a horrible time. Like it be all cold and then you have to go out somewhere and it's like, oh god, I can't be bothered. Can't I just go home? I know, that's me. Anyway, I know some people that absolutely adore going out all the time. And I mean, I have been missing playing games as well, because like I said, I have not really played any games in like a week and a half. Like none, apart from 10 minutes of DML a day. And that's really weird for me. It's not like me at all. Like, games are what I do as my main hobby every day, and to not actually play them in so long feels super weird. But anyway, we're going with middle chest. Let's go. Alright, so no Holy Dragon yet. I mean, that's to be expected. We already have one anyway, but, you know, at least we can hope for a couple of gemmies at the end of it sometimes. I don't know, it doesn't matter too much. We've got plenty of gems at the moment, so I'm not too upsetty about that. One thing that I have not been doing, which feels pretty bad, is I have not been doing any fights in DML. So basically, the last time you saw me do a main series video, that was the last time I actually did any fights in game. So I have not progressed at all. No extra enchantment materials, no extra fights have been done. Man, it'll take a lot of effort to get back into DML and, you know, finally get our Andy leveled up, or max level enchanted I should say. But, oh well. You know, if you're not playing DML for like 2-3 hours a day sometimes, you're probably not min-maxing the amount of fights that you can do anyway. And I've never really been that sort of player. I just sort of play DML when I can. It's sort of like, if I have something else to do, I'll put DML up on the second monitor and do fights. I don't know. I assume it's very different for people that play on mobile frequently, but on PC, it is like, you can just do it while you're doing literally anything else. That is, if you have a second monitor, obviously. If you only have one monitor, things can be a little bit more annoying. And back when I only had one monitor, I genuinely still used to like it, and used to say that I don't need a second monitor. But over time, you know, I think I just realized that it's not about you wanting it necessarily, it just makes everything a little bit easier. Even if you only have a crappy second monitor that is like the worst thing ever, it's like 240p, I genuinely think that would be better than just not having one. I don't know, it's just, sometimes DML is just, it's just much nicer to play the game when you're sort of chillaxed and not taking the day too seriously, if you get what I mean. So we'll do a couple more of these fights, or one more is what we can do out of the heroic mode fights, and I think that is where I'm going to call it for now. Again, I would be smashing out those streams and everything at the moment, but you gotta understand, I want to. I really want to, but even this has sort of taken the life out of me a little bit. And oh my god, we got a festive tree! How beautiful! I forgot that we still have rewards that we could get out of this event. I don't care enough. I don't care enough about getting a second festive habitat. Who cares? Do not care at all. So, for now, I am going to say my thank yous and goodbyesies. So, thank you for joining me. Good luck with all your breeding. And again, look out for that calendar event that is coming tomorrow. If you do want any of those bundles, I think they're both a tidbit expensive, but hey, you do you. So, thank you for watching, and until next time, I shall see you then.